I am super excited to finally be shopping my stash. I have been using the same beauty basket for a couple of months. Did I do a shop my stash in December? I can't remember. I know I did not do one in January. It is my goal in 2026 to get acquainted with every bit of makeup that I have, and I have a very large collection. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so this top drawer is my face primers, eye primers. I have some concealers in there. I am not in the habit of wearing a face primer. I feel like they're unnecessary, but I do want to really use some of these and decide, am I right or am I wrong? So I do have a primer that I'm currently using in my plan to pan, but let me grab one of these to see. And I'm actually using the e.l.f. Putty Primer, or I have it to use. I have not. I have not been using it. I wouldn't mind to grab one of the older ones. I have way too many for somebody who's not even using them. I feel like, well, I can't even pick it up. I feel like that I should grab the oldest one I have. And for some reason, I feel like this Too Faced is my oldest primer. So I'm going to grab that. I have an eye primer that I'm using, and I don't feel the need to pull another one. Also, I have a concealer that I am currently using, and I want to get those used up. So I'm not going to pull any of those. The next drawer is my foundations. And for somebody who does not like liquid foundations, I have a lot of liquid foundations. These are my powders, which I love. Love my powder foundations. I really want to like liquid. I'm never going to figure that out unless I start using them. So I am not pulling any powdered foundation. I have one in my plan to pan that I will use somewhat. I do want to spend some time with these Danessa Myricks. I have the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation, and I believe this is a skin tint. It's a serum skin tint. So I want to spend the entire time using these two, getting to know them and how they work on my skin. The next drawer is bronzer, and I have two bronzers in my plan to pan. So I don't know, I always reach for the same bronzers over and over again. Should I do a cream? No, because I have that Tarte palette that I'm using that has a cream in it. I don't feel like I have used this NYX Buttermilk bronzer much. Let me pull that one. I'm only going to pull one of those. These are my blushes, and I really need to get my blush palettes and put them back. I had separated those, but I feel like I want to put them back over here. And I have a few new blushes in here, I believe, that I have not used, like this Morphe Cheek Thrills. It has a cream and a powder, and then that's like a blush topper. That looks like a February, doesn't it, for Valentine's? Let me try that. And then what else? I know I have something. Oh, this one. This one also is new. This is Rose Ink. And it is Hibiscus, which kind of looks like a fall shade, but whatever. I love that shade. That almost looks like a cushion. I have not swatched this or done anything with it. I have a blush. Actually, I have two in my plan to pan, so I'm only going to pull two of those. For highlighter, my highlighter drawer is a mess, isn't it? This is a blush light. Do I want to try that? Let's try that. This is the Danessa Myricks Unbothered. And then what other blush do I want to use? What do I have in here that I have not used? Let's go with this Estate. That's a pretty pink Sonic. And because I like variety, let's look at one more. I'm going to do, I love this highlighter, this Jelly Pop highlighter. It's very pretty. It probably is more suited for like underpainting, but it does work really pretty over top of your makeup. So let me do that one. I have a NYX too. Is it NYX? Yes, this one. And I love this one too. Do I want to do another one? Let's do, I have not played with this one in a very long time. The Laura Geller Diamond Dust. This one's really nice too. Let's do that one. I just don't even know what to do with my lipstick drawer. I have this palette. I really would like to take some of my lipsticks and put them in this palette, thinking that maybe I would get some use out of them, but I don't know that to be true. I could be just fooling myself. I think I'm going to pass on the lipsticks. I do have a few that I have pulled that are laying over on my vanity that I'm going to continue to use, and I have quite a bit of liners as well that I am trying to work my way through just to see whether or not I like them. So we're going to pass on lip products. That other drawer is eyelashes, and we're not pulling any of those. Moving on to my second set of drawers, this top drawer is my face palettes, and I do have some blush palettes in here too. I do have a palette that I'm working on in my planned pan, so I'm unsure, although I really do need to use these, but I'm thinking that maybe I may wait and pull, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like I need any more blushes. I could pull a small one like this Anastasia that just has a bronzer. That light blush would be pretty too for February. Let me pull that one. I need to look to see what I have used and what I have not. These are eyeliners, and I have some mascaras, but I just got a mascara and an eyeliner in PR that I want to use. These are powders. Again, this is a category that I don't use a lot, so why do I have so many? It's ridiculous. And why is that in there? I do have some new powders. Why do I have new powders? I have no idea. But I have this e.l.f. Halo Glow powder filter that I have not tried. And I also have this LYS. I don't think I have tried this one either. I'm going to pull the e.l.f. and give that a go. These are singles. I think I'm going to pass on the singles this go around because I am working on a couple of singles in my plan to pan, and also working on my 90 unused palettes. So I need to concentrate on those. These are all of my nail polishes, and I have been trying to pull a few polishes every month to get some use out of them, but I tend to gravitate towards the same shades. So I have put all of my nail polishes in a wheel, and I'm going to let the wheel pull me 3 to 4 polishes. And instead of showing all of that, I will just show you which shades it pulled for me when I'm done. So because I am trying to use some of the palettes that I've never used, I don't want to pull a lot of these palettes, but I do want to pull some. Why are you? Look at how that's getting warped. Why is that happening? Interesting. I know that I want to use some of my Huda. I think I'm going to pull the rose quartz. Maybe I'll go with maybe it's wildflower. But I'm going to pull that one. Let's see, what else? Maybe I'll pull, the Love palette is an obvious choice, right? I'll take that one. And let's see what I have in this basket. I think I'm going to pull this LA Girl. Is there anything else in here? I think maybe I want to pull this one. Yes, I do. And so that's not a lot, but like I said, I have a lot of unused palettes that I'm trying to work through. So I want to concentrate on those. I do see these are the 3 alter ego that I was looking for when I did that. So I need to put these over with the other unused palettes. So one thing I did not do is I did not show you my perfume collection. I have been trying to pull a perfume. I do have a couple over there that I just absolutely love. I'm leaving those there. That's the Nest Vanilla Bourbon and the Replica by the Fireplace. Those 2, if I never had another perfume in my life, I would be perfectly happy with those 2. But I do love this Billie Eilish. This is Eilish, and it is a vanilla, and it is phenomenal. So I pulled that. And I also said that I was going to put my nail polishes in a wheel and let the wheel pick, and I didn't like some of the choices that the wheel made. The wheel picked this Olive in June. It's a green. It is called WKF. I don't know what that stands for. Sounds a little risky, but this is a very pretty shade, and so I kept that. It also picked this Zoya. This is Adina. And it is a very pretty shade. I don't know that the camera, oh, there it goes. This was given to me as a gift from my friend Deb. So I'm excited to use it. I believe I have used that once. The other two I picked on my own. I was very proud of myself because I did not pick just the normal shades that I typically gravitate to, although this is really pretty. This is the LA Colors Metal Nail Polish, and it is crystal pink. I thought that would be good for Valentine's month, along with this Kokie. This is called Razzle Dazzle. Look at how pretty that is. I'm not sure if I've used this. I typically put a blue dot on things. See the little blue dot? I typically put a blue dot on things when I use them. I mean, I know in my spreadsheet I'll put in there whether or not I used it, but then that way if I'm just looking at something, I can tell whether or not I used it. I'm super excited to use all of these products. I am very excited to test out the Danessa Myricks Serum Skin Tint and Serum Foundation that I can't pronounce, to see how I like those and to report back to y'all how those are working. I do need to pull some of my 90 eyeshadow palettes back there. I have been using some of those. I have not worked out yet in my head how I'm going to report on those 90 palettes, but I will figure something out. So that's my Shop My Stash. I'm super excited that I can change everything out and have something fresh to use for the rest of the month. I'm super excited that I have new products to play with. I like variety. I get bored using the same thing over and over again, even though when I grab stuff, I grab for the same type of products. But anyway, I appreciate you spending some time with me today. If you're new, I hope you hit that subscribe button, show that like button some love, give me a hype. And as always, I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are, and we are all beautiful at any age and any size. Find something to be grateful for today, pull your makeup out and play with it, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay. Love you. Bye.